Mr. President, you have not had a public campaign event for nearly a week now. Tomorrow you'll be in Montana, which is not a swing state. Some of your allies have expressed concern that you're not taking this race seriously, particularly at a time where there is enthusiasm on the other side. Why haven't you been campaigning this week?
Because I'm leading by a lot, and because I'm letting their convention go through. And I am campaigning a lot. I'm doing tremendous amounts of taping here. We have commercials that are at a level I don't think that anybody's ever done before. Plus, in certain cases, I see many of you in the room where I'm speaking to you on phones, I'm speaking to radio, I'm speaking to television. Television's coming over here. Excuse me, what are we doing right now? She's not doing any news conference. You know why she's not doing it? Because she can't do a news conference. She doesn't know how to do a news conference. She's not smart enough to do a news conference. And I'm sorry, we need smart people to lead this country, because our country's never been in this danger before, both economically and from an outside perspective. Russia doesn't respect us anymore. China doesn't respect us anymore. Yeah. North Korea, Kim Jong-un, liked me a lot. He doesn't like this group. We are in great danger. We're in great danger of being in World War III. That could happen. No, after their convention, yeah. And I'm going out, actually, I'm going out to certain places to help certain senators get elected. Not even for me. I'm trying to help when I go out to Wyoming or when I go out to Montana, or I'm going to different places to help people. And
it's funny because, like, he's so sharp in this. And I feel like the more mad he is and the more he's talking shit, the more clear his mind is. It's like a legitimate fucking Sith Lord. Sharp, yeah, no, like, I mean, if you compare, like, the way he's talking, like, there's no there's no meandering, yeah, the more locked in he gets, yeah, now he's fucking mad.
And I don't have to get it because I'm leading those states, as you know, by 35, 40, 50 points. I'm leading.
He shouldn't have said that.
Record numbers.
It's stupid to say.
I'm going because I want to help senators and congressmen get elected. Congressmen and women get elected. Yes, please. Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. President.
Yeah, I think that it's definitely a leading question. I think that Trump was right to call it stupid, saying that you don't care about the campaign because you haven't campaigned for 10 days. I mean, like, you could easily say that about Kamala Harris not doing press conferences. It's clearly a stupid question. He's right about that. There's another one.
Are you worried at all about the size of Harris's crowds?
Oh, give me a break. Listen, I had 107,000 people in New Jersey. You didn't report it. I'm so glad you asked. What did she have yesterday? 2,000 people? If I ever had 2,000 people, you'd say my campaign is finished. It's so dishonest, the press. And here's a great example. I had in Michigan recently 25,000 people, and 25,000 people were we just couldn't get them in. We had in Harrisburg 25,000 people, and 20,000 people couldn't get in. We had so many. Nobody ever mentions that.
Are you worried at all about the size of Harris's crowd?
I mean, I don't know. I think that there's a lot of people that obviously like Kamala Harris. Like Trump said, and like this is what Trump said, right? So like you can't really listen to this and be like, oh yeah, this is what's actually happening. But Trump said that people went to the rally and then they went there because there was a concert, and then after the concert ended, everybody was leaving whenever she was speaking. Yeah, I don't know. Did that happen? I mean, I'm actually, like, here's the problem is, like, I just don't even know whether this shit is true or not. Because Trump, like, I mean, of course Trump would say this. It's good for him. If Trump is wrong, why doesn't the media fact check the number of attendees?
Fortunately, we've had some very good polls over the last fairly short period of time. Rasmussen came out today. We're substantially leading, and others came out today that we're leading, and in some cases substantially. I guess MSNBC came out, or CNBC came out also with a poll that was, has us leading, and leading fairly big in swing states. In some polls, I'm leading very big in swing states because they want safety. People want safety. They want security. They want respect all around the world for our country. They don't want this horrible culture that is developing. A culture of no common sense. It's really a culture of no common sense, and it's not what anyone wants. We want to have a safe country. We want to have a strong military. We want low interest rates, and we want to be able to have the American dream. We want to be able to have our youth be able to buy homes, housing, get good jobs. And we're really just at the opposite right now. It's so sad to see. Fortunately,
yeah, I mean, my opinion is, like, I think if Kamala Harris wins, I don't think, like, the country's going to get destroyed or something like that, right? I don't think it's going to be, like, a horrible thing. I don't think so, right? Because I don't think the president as, like, a figurehead of the country doesn't really have, like, all the power, right? I mean, I think we found out with Trump, right? When he would do, like, executive orders and, like, it wouldn't happen. Like, so southern border, yeah, that's bad, right? It's bad. I don't really think it's going to be something crazy.
We have a constitution. It's a very important document, and we live by it. She has no votes.
Did you see the Aiden clip of Googling what fascism is?
I'm not complaining from that standpoint. And I hate to be defending him, but he did not want to leave. He wanted to see if he could win. They said, you're not going to win. After the debate, they said, you're not going to win. You can't win. You're out. Yeah, sure.
Is that it? Yeah.
We have a constitution.
Did you see the Kamala Harris accent? I saw that she did something, and this is like, Harris campaign denies contacting Kai Cenat. What's this here? Reportedly never contacted him for Twitch collab. They said they never contacted him. Kai Cenat, yeah, sorry. Who knows, right? Who the fuck knows?
The presidency was taken away from Joe Biden, and I'm no Biden fan, but I'll tell you what, from a constitutional standpoint, from any standpoint you look at, they took the presidency away. And people were saying he lost after the debate. He couldn't win. Well, I don't know that that's true necessarily, but whether he could win or he couldn't win, he had the right to run. And they took it away. They said they're going to use the 25th Amendment. They're going to hit you hard.
It's crazy because the Democrats have never had somebody in a position of, like, importance that they diminished, right? I mean, has this ever happened where, like, a person had a tremendous amount of support and then they got suppressed by the Democratic Party? That's crazy. When did that happen? Oh my God. This is never, yeah, it's unheard of.
Either we can do it the nice way. I know exactly, because I know a lot of people on the other side, believe it or not. And they said, we'll do it the nice way or we'll do it the hard way. And he said, all right. So that, I mean, they've really taken, what they've done is pretty incredible.
I agree that they should have taken it away from Biden. He was clearly unfit to run, and everybody could see that. Running him was a joke, and the Democratic leadership was right to fucking, like, oust him. Like, they should have done this years ago. It should have never even happened in the first place. Like, let's be honest, right? He was unfit in 2020, yeah. Like, they're right to get rid of him. Like, yeah, dude should be retired, yeah. I mean, they had, like, I mean, I see what Trump's saying, but, like, look, I think it makes sense, right? What's this here? Like, if I were them, I would have done the same thing. Relationship with Willie Brown? Oh, right.
Please.
Yeah. Trump is unfit mentally? I don't know about that.
Please.
It's hard to say. I don't think so.
There's been some discussion around Vice President Harris's relationship with Willie Brown,
Yeah.
former mayor of San Francisco, and how that might have intersected with her career trajectory. So I'm just wondering if you followed that discussion at all and had any thoughts.
Well, I know Willie Brown very well. In fact, I went down in a helicopter with him. We thought maybe this is the end. We were in a helicopter going to a certain location together, and there was an emergency landing.
A certain island.
This was not a pleasant landing, and Willie was he was a little concerned. So I know him pretty well. I mean, I haven't seen him in years.
Yeah.
But he told me terrible things about her. But this is what you're telling me anyway, I guess. But he had a big part in what happened with Kamala. But he I don't know, maybe he's changed his tune, but he was not a fan of hers very much at that point.
Who knows, right? Yeah, Willie Brown and Kamala. The idea is that Kamala Harris was like he cheated on somebody with Kamala Harris and she got advantages because of that. I don't really know how true that is, but that's what it's referring to. Yeah. Says Trump? No, I'm saying, like, that's what's being said.
Most dangerous
People
period of
might
time
not
I've
know
ever
that.
seen for our country. With that being said, we have somebody that hasn't received one vote for president, and she's running, and that's fine with me. But we were given Joe Biden, and now we're given somebody else. And I think, frankly, I'd rather be running against somebody else. But that was their choice. They decided to do that because Kamala's record is horrible. She's a radical left person at a level that nobody's seen. She picked a radical left.
People say out of breath. Well, if that was the case, then yeah, then I think that might actually go into what I was saying about him being sick. I think it's very, like, I could easily see that that's what happened. Easily.
Man, that is, he's got things done that he has positions that are just not, it's not even possible to believe that they exist. He's going for things that nobody's ever even heard of. Heavy into the transgender world, heavy into lots of different worlds having to do with safety. He doesn't want to have borders. He doesn't want to have walls. He doesn't want to have any form of safety for our country. He doesn't mind people coming in from prisons, and neither does she, I guess, because she's not, she couldn't care less. She's the border czar. By the way, she was the border czar 100%. And all of a sudden, for the last few weeks, she's not the border czar anymore, like nobody ever said it.
Yeah, I don't know. What is this here? Poor people, what's this here? Voting for Democrats, funniest thing ever. Asmon, this is the man that suggested flushing the body with disinfectant to cure COVID. I mean, I'm just listening to what was being said, right? I don't care. People can say whatever they want. Think whatever you want. Like, I don't give a fuck. I was just reading it, right? I mean, that's it. It's very transgender. Yeah, I have no idea. He never said that? I don't know. Let's see. But yeah, there was the, I saw this, which was kind of crazy. Let me see if I can find it and pull it up and show you guys.
He intends to surrender our fight against the climate crisis, and he intends to end the Affordable Care Act. You know what? If you want Donald Trump to win, then say that. Otherwise, I'm speaking.
So... Look behind her. What about it? So basically what happened was we're not going back. Oh, I see. So there's pro-Palestine protesters that were disrupting a speech, and her response was saying that she didn't Metro Detroit, we're the biggest Arab population in America, where most of our parents fled countries to escape war. Like, be fucking real. Yeah, there's a lot of people, like, I find this to be... Sorry, pro-Palestine? Yeah, or is she president? Yeah, I don't know. She supports them? I mean, I think that it's very fair that people have criticisms that the United States is funding Israel that is propagating a war. They are. They're propagating a war. And I guarantee you, if you want a ceasefire to happen, if you stopped giving Israel money, it would fucking happen. That's the truth. And it's disappointing to see even Kamala Harris paying mind to that. This is a fucking massive war. It's been going on now for, it's going to be a year. Like the escalation, because October 7th, we're in fucking August. It's August 8th. It's 10 months, over 10 months this shit's been going on. So yeah, I wish that we didn't support that shit either.